Hello friend, welcome back. In our previous video, we successfully complete our fee category and also we successfully complete as a fee category amount, right? So right now for this project, our into the setup management, they have the another option for the exam type and the subject. So friend, exam type and subject will be one of the code application with the one field, just like our student class, year, group and the shift, and also fee category. That is actually the same procedure, right? Here I only add one of the field as a name. That means name will be needed. So friend, at that point I think you already know how to create this type of one of the code application. So friend, here I don't want to escape this video. I will create this video for you, but try to do it as per your own. So try to make this code application own. Okay, so without view this video, you can actually try. So that will be very much helpful to you. So as I told you friend, I want to create one of the complete school management system project and I will develop it from the scratch. So for the reasons I don't want to escape any video, so I will create every video and I will show you how can create one complete school management system ERP software from the scratch. Okay friend, so now let's do that work. So that will be, I want to do in our setup management, the another field will be needed for our exam type, the subject. So friend, everything is interconnected because literally when you actually go to the more deep, so everything is connected. Okay, so for the reasons for this project, we have to actually create all that our this field, that is exam type. So if you want to create it, first of all I want to locking in our application. So friend, here I have already created that main structure. So right now I will copy everything from our fee category. I can actually copy everything from our shift. Everything is the same procedure. So after that menu I want to add another two of this additional menu for our exam type and then exam subject. So first of all I want to complete that exam type. So if you want to add it, so that is in our main menu, that means our sidebar. If you go to our project and to the project, you can see there is our view, admin, body, and there is our sidebar, right? So to the sidebar area, I want to take one of the new menu. I take one of the new menu and I just name it as exam type. Okay, that will be as exam type. And also we have to create one of the routes. So better I want to name it as exam, and that will be as a type. So I will actually replace this data as a exam, now the type, and that will be as a view. So that will be our route, right? So if you want to now working with this, we have to create this route. Go to our web route. So to the web route, that is also in our setup, right? So that will be our setup prefix. So here to the setup area, all that setup related prefix I want to add in here. So that is our setup prefix, right? So friend, I want to actually take one of the same condition, like there is a fee category will be just like that same. Better I copy it. I copy total things. So step by step we'll add it. So I just copy it. I copy that free category. So now we will actually just replace it. And after that I paste it. So that will be as the exam type, right? The exam type, all that route will be here. So first of all, there is our view, right? View, for the reasons here, I have already created that. There's a exam type view. So I copy it and in our web, so that will be our view page. Okay, and also better I want to create one of the controller. We'll need one of the model and also we'll need one of the migrations table. So now let's build it. So if you now go to our project, our PHP artisan is now running. Our server is now running. Now I want to add another one as a CMD. And then I want to create one of the controller as a PHP artisan and make controller. And then in our backend, into the backend folder, I have already created as a setup. So make that sure spelling is correct. I show you. If you go there, so into the backend, that is our setup folder, right? So into the setup folder area, I want to create one of the new controller. I name it as a exam type, and then controller. So exam type controller. So this type of one of the controller I want to create. So you can see our controller created successfully. And also I want to create one of the model for this as a PHP artisan and make a model. And model, I want to create one of the model name as a exam type. So this type of one of the model I want to create. Okay, and also I want to create as a one of the migration file. So that will be as a /m. Right, so that is a PHP addition make model. So it will be created one of the model, and also it will be created one of the migrations table. So if you also want to actually segment your all that model, then you can also segment it. Right now it's okay, everything I created in our this model folder. So by default, when you install that Laravel actually provided this type of one of the folder. So that is actually updated in Laravel 8. So in Laravel 8 that actually model is created. So perfect. So you can see I have created one of the controller, I have created one of the migrations table, and also I have created one of the model. So first of all, I want to complete our database. That means into the database area, that if you go to that as migrations. So right now I copy something here. So I only need that same one field. I copy it, and that will be also as a unique. So I have created one of the new one. So that is our exam type, right? So after this, I add new one. So that will be as a string, name will be as a name. That means our field name will be name, and that will be as a unique. Perfect. So now I click as a save all, and after that I want to migrate it. So that will be as a PHP artisan and then migrate. So that will be as a PHP artisan migrate. Now click as a enter, and you can see our migrations table is now successfully created. If you go to our database, into the database, if you now refresh it, now you can see there is a new one as the exam types. Perfect. And also they have the only one field as a name. So after that we have to create that view page. So right now we don't need this. We successfully created it, and now first work is we have to support our controllers into the setup. And that is our setup, that is our exam type controller, and here in our web we have to support it. So after this I copy it, and then that will be in the setup folder I have created as exam controller. So that will be as exam controller, right? And also there is another one. That means right now we can actually able to use it in our exam type route. So that will be as a exam type controller, right friend? So right now I want to actually copy one of the controller, because we did the same work for our free category. Okay, so right now I copy everything from to this position. That will be better. So that is our free category. So that first of all we have to support our model. So I have also created another model for our this exam type controller. That will be as the exam type, right? So that will be our model I want to do and to support it. That means they use our app model, and that is our exam type. So here I am actually using Eloquent ORM. So if you use that query builder in fundamental, I have already discussed about that things with you. So now let's do that work. Our first work will be one of the view page. I copy it, and I will actually create this by using only copy or paste, because of all we have already created that main structure. I think you already know what exactly the things you have to do. So that will be as the exam type view, and better I want to update it that our URL will be as a exam, and that will be as a type. Okay, that means the exam type view in our exam type controller. I want to create one of the method as a view exam type. Okay, so this type of one of the method I want to create. So better I copy it. So now in our exam type controller, that is actually our I already pasted it. So that will be this method as a view exam type, and then with the data I think you already know, and then our model will be as a exam type model. So with this model I get all the data, and then return view in our backend setup. Here I want to create one of the folder as exam underscore type. Okay, that means this type of one of the folder I want to create, and also into the folder area I want to create one of the file name that will be as a view exam type. Okay friend, and then here I get all the data, and also I pass this data. That means right now we can actually get all the data from our this table, right? So first of all I want to create this in our backend and the setup folder. So now go to our view. So that is our view, and here that is our backend, right? So into the backend I want to create one of the new folder. So into the setup folder area I want to create one of the new folder that will be as the exam type, and into the exam type area I want to create one of the new file as it will be as a view exam type. So into the exam type folder I want to create one of the new file, and now click as a save as, and I name it as a view exam type .blade.php, right? So that will be our one of the new file. So into the file area right now I want to copy everything from our free category, so that will be just like that same. That is our view page. I copy everything and then here I paste it. I only updated some of the name, that will be as a student fee category list, right? So now I want to change it. It will be as a exam type list, right? So that will be as exam type list, and also our button will be as a add exam type, and then the serial number, only one field, the same name, we don't need to change anything, right? So that will be the name, and I get all the data with the same variable as all data, right? I pass it. So here right now we can actually use it in our view exam type. That means that is our all data. As key, I name it as exam. Okay, I name it as the exam, and then with this exam I want to use display that name, and that will be our ID for the edit and for the delete. Pretty much simple things. Okay friends, so right now our view page is created. So now if you click as a save all and now go there and now click as a refresh, and now if you go to our setup management, and that is our exam type, if you click on here, yes, you can see it's now perfectly getting our this data. Right now our database is totally empty, so our exam type, that means our view page, is successfully loaded. And they have also another button as a add exam type. So now I want to insert some of the data. That is our exam type button, so that is in our view page, and with the view page that is our button. So I want to create one of the route, so that will be as exam. I only replace it. Okay, that means exam and then type, exam type add. So this type of one of the route I want to create, right? So better I copy it. Now go to our web, and with the web, that is actually another one. I name that route, that will be as the exam type add, and I updated that URL as the exam. I replace it with the category to the type. Okay, that will be our route. And then in our method, that means our controller, into the exam type controller, I want to create one of the method as a exam type add. Okay, so that will be our method. Perfect. Now we have to create this in our exam type controller. So into the exam type controller, better I copy from our free category, that will be as a public. I copy it. So here only we have to load one of the page, make that sure updated that method. Or right now our method as a exam type add, so I name it as a exam type add. In our backend setup folder, I have created one of the folder as a exam type, and now I want to create another file as a add exam type. So now we have to create this add exam type in our exam type folder. That means here I create one of the new file, and now click as a save as, and name it as a add exam type .blade.php. right? So here that will be just like our free category add page. I copy it, I copy total things, and now in our exam add exam blade php, here I paste it. So here only we have to update it, that name, that will be as a add exam type, so that will be our add name, that is our post method, that is our free. I want to change it will be as a exam type name, and there are field name as the same name. Always I actually use the same name. For the reasons here you can see we don't need to change anything. Perfect. So that means our exam page now should be loaded. Now click as a save all, and now go there, click as a refresh. Now if you go to that add exam type, yeah, our add exam type, and there is our input field. Perfect. So now I want to insert this data. So if you want to insert it, that is our add exam type, that is our form, one of the form route we have to create, that will be same as the exam. I name it as exam, and category I replace it with the type, right? So that will be as a store exam type. So now this route we have to create, I copy it, and now that is actually all the post method. Now if you go to that web, and you can see I have already copied, there is a post. So now that all name will be as a store exam type. So I updated that fee replace with the exam, and updated that category will be as a type. That means our route now will be as exam type store, and then in our exam type controller I want to create one of the method. I name it as a exam type store. Okay, so this type of one of the method I want to create in our exam type controller. That means here, so I want to copy it, same from our free category, the same procedure, right? I think you already know, but I shared that I don't want to escape any video. Okay, so after that I paste it. So in our exam type controller, so here I have created that method. Our method will be now changed as the exam type store. I copy it, and then that will be as the exam type store, the request, and our field name also as a name, and then it should be required, it should be unique. Right now our database is now become changed. All right, now our database as exam types, right? I copy it, that will be as exam type, and then that will be as a name that for our validation, which I have already checked it, everything is great. And then our model. So right now I have already created one of the model as the exam type model. So with this exam type model I want to use it. I create one of the object, and then I pass that our database name, and that is our requested name. Our requested name, from our add page I pass it the name as a name, right? That means everything is great. And after that it will be save this data. It will be show that toaster message as a exam type inserted successfully, and alert type as a success, and that will be return redirect one of the route. Our route will be in our home means that is our exam type view page, right? So I copy it, that will be as exam type view, and with the notification. Perfect. So here our insert is also successfully done. Now let's check this out. If you now click as a save all, and now go there, now refresh it. So first of all I want to name it as a fast. Okay, that means the fast terminal exam. So this type of one of the name I want to use as a fast terminal exam. Click as a submit. Yeah, you can see exam type inserted successful. I want to add another one as a second terminal exam, and I click as a submit. That will be as a second terminal, and also I want to add another one as a third. Okay, third terminal exam. Click as a submit. Yeah, you can see it's now perfect as a first terminal, second terminal, third terminal. Okay, so here I have inserted this data. So now we have to edit it, right? And we have to edit it, we have to update it, and then the delete. So better I want to continue this process. In our next video I will complete our edit, update, and the delete. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.